Hello all Hollywood Western wardrobe fans. Today's video is once again not really a video on stuff that we are making, or I should say making at this juncture of the business, but it is on our plans to do. And that is Doc Holliday's, what I call the OK Corral shootout wardrobe. Doc, in the movie Val, wore a band collar, gray and white striped shirt. And the difference between this one and the one that Doc wore is Doc's does not have buttons going down the front of the shirt. The shirt buttons in the back. And then, as you can see, these stripes are vertical. But Doc has a bib on his that comes around, and the stripes run horizontal, and there's no pocket. So that is the kind of the main difference on the shirt. Second thing that we'll talk about that we're going to make is we're going to make this cloak. This cloak is not right, just like the shirt. This is just stand-in stuff until we get the correct stuff made. The pants are from, I'm trying to think where I got them. I think it's the same place, Old West Mercantile. They're tombstone pants. These work great with that. As these are not the canvas, these are a very soft, flexible pant. So I like these pants. The cloak, we'll go back to the cloak. This cloak is black. In the movie, Val/Doc's cloak looks black, but it is not. The cloak is actually a dark charcoal gray. And so we're going to make ours that way, but probably on film and stuff, it's just going to, because it's so dark, it's going to look black. And actually, when through the historical papers, write-ups from when the shootout actually happened, Doc was wearing all gray. And so in the movie Tombstone, Doc wears all gray pinstripe shirt, gray pants, and the gray cloak. So we're going to make that cloak. Now, we will probably not be 100% film accurate because we can't figure out, or I can't anyway at this point, there is like embroidery work and there's buttons on the outside of this, of the cape here. And there's toggle buttons. And there's embroidery around them, and we will try to do something very similar to that, but it will not be exact because I've looked and looked and looked. I can get some stuff that's kind of pretty close to it, and that's probably just what we'll have to do. Unless I stumble up on them between now and then, they will not be exact. The other thing with the cloak is, let me step back here. See how that cloak comes right about to the knees, maybe just a tad bit below the knee. Doc's goes all the way down to the ankles, kind of like his duster. So that will be one of the differences. The other difference is this cloak here, let me throw this back, has an arm opening in it. And Doc's actually has a sleeve, but he does not wear his arm through the sleeve. He just has it draped over his shoulders. He carries the double-barrel shotgun underneath the cloak to hide it as they're walking down, I believe it's Allen Street, to the gunfight. So ours will be longer. Our cloak will be gray, and it will also, we'll have some embroidery, we'll have the toggle buttons on it, but like I said, I doubt that it's going to be 100% screen accurate, but I will also say this, it'll be the closest thing you can get to screen accurate because nobody's made these. As you look at the mannequin, I have the gun rig, just like Val wore. This is the holster that is made by EJ Leatherworks. You can find them on Facebook and he'll make you up one. It's a beautiful rig. I did a video on this And you can see the tooling on this thing. It is gorgeous. And it's it just wears very nice. The other gun that, well, besides the shotgun that Doc has under the cloak is his Colt Lightning. I think this, if I'm not mistaken, Colt's first double action pistol. And there it is, nickel plated, just like Doc's with the ivory grips. Now, the one thing about these grips, I'm going to do a little work of modifying on them. I'm going to show you this. See how they look real thick right there and there, and they don't really. They're an okay fit. I'm gonna make these grips a lot thinner and do a little bit of work to them on a belt sander to make them fit the pistol better. So right now I just haven't gotten around to that. I do have the double barrel shotgun from the 1800s. Pretty damn similar to one Val used in the movie. I mean, really, really close. I just didn't put it up with this mannequin today. Maybe here in another video I'll do that. And I'll do a video just on the shotgun. And then, of course, my mannequin does not have boots because just can't really put them on. It's not worth it doing these. But Doc wears his in-town boots, so he does not wear his riding boots until the Vendetta ride. So anyway, those are two things that we will be making, is the correct shirt and the correct cloak. The shirt will come out before the cloak. In fact, the shirt, hopefully here real soon. Elaine is working on just fulfilling orders, Duster orders and John Wayne shirts, and so she's kind of a little backed up right now making stuff. So once she gets out, caught up, we're going to jump back and do the Tombstone shirts. And of course, I'll be doing videos on them. But there'll be two different shirts, or two different styles of shirts that we're going to do. The OK Corral shirt, as mentioned before, no buttons on the front, they're on the back. There's going to be two shirts done that way. The OK Corral shirt and the Vendetta Ride shirt. The other shirts we're going to have, this here is called a placket, and the buttons will be underneath it. So they'll be hidden underneath this placket, and there'll be a bib, and we're going to do them that way on the gambling shirts. The reason for that is in the two scenes of the movie where Doc is not wearing a tie, you can see that there is no buttons on the front. So we're going to match those two shirts. The gambling shirts, he's always got his cravat on. His tie's hanging here. He's got a vest. And you could never see these buttons anyway. So once you have your tie on and your vest, so the reason we're putting the buttons on the front, much, much, much easier to put on when you're by yourself. If you have a shirt that buttons in the back, I promise you, you're going to have somebody else there to assist you in getting dressed, because you're not going to be able to button those buttons in the back. So that's why we're doing the gambling shirts with the buttons on the front, even though they're going to be hidden, just for the fact that you can get dressed by yourself and you'll never see them. As I said, vest and cravat on. So anyway, guys, there is the Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday Tombstone look right now. And as I mentioned, we will be getting on at least the shirt pretty quickly as soon as Elaine catches up. And so just hang out for the next video, and I'll just talk to you guys here soon. Until then, bye.